Hey there, St. Luke. Pastor Ben with you. One of the things that I love the most about this church is that every person here knows one of the defining characteristics, the defining qualities of who we are at St. Luke, who we are as Christians, is that we are a people of the Word. We are rooted in God's Word. It's the home that we find ourselves in. It's the source that we constantly go back to because it's God speaking to us. But in the last couple of years, certainly in the last year and a half in this era of COVID, we've experienced lots of breaks, lots of disruptions in our normal routines, our normal patterns of life. I know that's true for me. My own time in the Word, my own spiritual life looks different. The routines, the patterns, the habits that I have looks different than it did a year ago or some time before. And I think if we're honest, we might even admit that our devotion to the Word has faltered some in these challenging times. But just like we did 1 year ago, when we went back to Acts chapter 2, we looked at the basics of the faith. This year, we are again returning to the words of Jesus himself. We're a people of the Word, so let's go back to the source. Let's go back to the words of Jesus. That's why I want to personally invite you and let you know about our congregational journey that's coming up, starting on September 11th and 12th. It's called the Red Letter Challenge. For 40 days, we're going to look just at the words of Jesus and try and put them into practice. Those main themes that Jesus taught his disciples about, taught us all about. The Red Letter Challenge boils them down into 5 main themes: being, forgiving, giving, serving, and going. All of the teachings of Jesus boil down into these 5 habits, and so what we're going to do in the Red Letter Challenge is spend 40 days every day in daily devotions looking at the red letters of Jesus, the words that he spoke, and then challenging ourselves to put them into practice that day. 40 days of seeing Jesus' words and trying to live them out right then and there. I want to personally invite you. Let this be the reset moment for you. Let this be the reset moment for you to re-engage, to dive deeper, or maybe even to come back to worship if you haven't been in a long while. Maybe you've been back worshiping regularly for a while. Maybe you've come once or twice. Maybe you haven't been back at all yet in this time of COVID. Wherever you are, know that that is okay. But hear me. I think this is going to be a special opportunity for us as a congregation. COVID is winding down, is on its tail end, we hope, Lord willing, and we want this to be the moment where we get back to one of those core priorities of who we are at St. Luke. We're a people of the Word, and I hope and I pray that this congregational journey is going to be a great opportunity for us to do just that. So here's the invitation, here's the ask. Come join us in worship, starting the weekend of September 11th and 12th. Our worship services are Saturday at 6 p.m., Sunday morning at 8, 9:30, and 11 a.m. Join a small group, as you're familiar with, as our congregation has done in congregational journeys in the past. We're going to have small groups available every day of the week. Whatever works in your schedule, there is a small group that is willing to take you in, that is just beginning only for this reason. 6 weeks, that's all the commitment is, once a week, gathering to read the words of Jesus and to respond to them. So here's my ask of you. Share this video with someone that you know who might be far from the church. Share this video on your own Facebook. Send it to a person who you know has been away from church and invite them to join, to come back, to be a part of what God is doing and what I am convinced God is going to do among us through the Red Letter Challenge. There's going to be lots more information coming about this congregational journey. The sign-ups are going to begin. We're going to put the daily devotion books in your hands and launch our sign-ups for small groups at our joint worship service on August 22nd. I look forward to seeing you. God bless you, St. Luke. I love you. Please consider joining us for the Red Letter Challenge beginning this September. God's blessings to you today.